Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to CSL Fortnite playoffs. We got St. Clair rocking the 5th place and the 8th place now after game 1. And that was pretty exciting, especially the late game. So once again, it's myself, Colin Seymour Moore, and Daniel the Saved One Meta. And what were your thoughts on that?
I loved watching kind of the momentum switch.
Yeah?
Because we were talking a whole lot about how the early game, very slow, very methodical, right? Very analytical. And that's what we were trying to do a little bit. You know, we're still kind of new for this, right? So we were slowly coming back into this, right? Memeing just a little bit.
Just a tiny bit.
Just a tiny bit. But then, right when late game started to pop off, we were like, ooh, that's kind of nice. Ooh, that's kind of spicy. That's getting kind of intense.
Oh, dude, the material, like everything that was happening in the late game, that was some spicy gameplay. That was nice action going on. So hopping into game 2, we want to see where these players are dropping. First off, we're gonna start with the audio of SGT.Swell and 1ntrinsic.
That's what the yellow means.
Yeah, that's what it is. It's switching over to see who we're focusing on. So it looks like they're gonna ping off that. Is that the same island they went to the first time? I think it is.
Yes, it is. So it's one of the main islands in the game itself. I know that I'd love to go to Loot Lake back when that was a thing. Loot Lake is, I believe, still a thing, but it's on the other side of the map. But
maybe, I don't know.
I'll look that one up as you transition us into this early game.
Yeah,
Lazy Lake.
Lazy Lake.
Yeah,
that's what it's called now.
But it's not a lake. It's just a town.
Yeah, and SGT.Swell is going to be landing onto this house, and he's going to start building his loadout up. So he's rocking the John Wick skin. I remember when this came out.
Yeah, back in good old season 3, if I remember.
Two or three? It was one of the
3, bro. 3 or 4.
It was good times. It was exciting times.
They have a John Wick skin. Now it's just everyone has the John Wick skin.
He got. Ooh, I thought he got a blue AR, but he got a green burst rifle. A grapple hook, a great.
There it is.
Well,
there's the green. There's
yeah. I thought it. So he's rocking a lot of blues as we fumble over each other.
Blue pistol. We got the blue AR as well as a medium pot, and even just a Fisher for himself. So he gets to do that. But over on the other side, Ciri just gonna be landing back, I believe, where they were landing over before.
It's the same.
It's the same spot, but it's not at the actual castle itself. It's kind of on the lake side of everything.
He hit a jump. That just surprised me.
Yeah, you can drive boats on land, but the boat takes damage.
The boat takes damage? Do you take damage too?
No, only like the boat just by like 50 HP per second, I believe.
That must be like weird getting charged at by a boat on land.
Woo! Yeah, just like and just.
I could not imagine.
Yeah.
Is that an AUG?
Yes, it's a burst assault rifle. So it's like the FAMAS.
Okay.
So the FAMAS in this game is also a burst assault rifle.
Yeah.
The AUG is just kind of like the upgrade of that. It goes purple then gold.
Nice.
Is the color tiers.
I prefer burst rifles personally. Yeah. I'm a burst rifle kind of guy. I'm not a spray and pray guy.
Yeah. Also, kind of interesting. A little bit more analysis going through here is that he ended up trading out the green pump for the gray tack. So difference between, if you guys don't know, the pump and the tack. The tack has a larger spread, but it shoots a lot faster. Spread has a larger spread. The pump though, you can only shoot it once, and you gotta wait like a full second and a half before you shoot again.
Yeah, I know. It's not even. Yeah, well, speed, momentum, everything that you need to win games in Fortnite. He got the blue bolt action
You're happy about that
sniper. I would love to see him hit some long distance shots with that.
Also kind of interesting, back when I used to play the game, I know that the meta for weapons used to be AR, shotgun, SMG, and then utility and sniper, or utility and grenade launcher. I believe there's no more grenade launchers in this game, but I remember when the grenade launcher. Back when it was very toxic. I think one of my favorite metas was where you would run double grenade launcher, and it'd be like you would just switch between both of them. Boom, 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 and it's just
And then you'd build up really high and just let it all rain down onto the other team.
That, or you were the guy rushing that structure.
Yeah.
And you would just make them take massive amounts of fall damage.
It was great. Like you used to see before everybody was able to build mansions 10 feet up into the sky.
Back when a ramp just going up was a
thing, and then you'd see them building up, and you'd break the bottom of the structure, and then other people, they don't know what to do. But nowadays it's like those house flipping TV shows you get to see. Live in a Fortnite match.
Okay. Cool.
Sergeant.Swell and 1ntrinsic in a fight.
Oh, they knock
got
actually
a
a player,
knockdown
yeah.
too. So early fight going on. We don't usually see this. A little bit of a treat for us. He's gonna fold down TTV Pizanki.
Yeah.
And he's gonna start rushing that last player. And I think that last player is on the run.
Yeah, TTV, by the way, as Sergeant.Swell is now going to be looking inside of this house. Just going to be trying to fish the player out. Come out, fishy. Where is he going to be hiding? We have no idea, but while we're thinking about that, we're just going to be chopping down a couple of trees, being the lumberjack here of this match, as they're just going to start to rotate over towards one of these main barns here inside of Risky Reels. But not going to find him just yet.
This is...
Oh, wait, no. I believe he's just farming mats just by that. But anyways, Ciri over on the other side is going to find one of the players. Might just build up towards this house on a hill. Maybe the player could be up here. But
you know, it was actually huge for the placings, getting early game
the trap
kills.
go down.
Yeah, the trap.
Right.
There is a trap inside there. We
Oh,
know
there he
that.
is.
Yeah, we found the person, and Ciri is going to be looking for this. The trap is up there, so they're going to fold down and get the squad wipe or the duo wipe on that player. So 2 kills for Ciri as they're looking to bring their placings up.
very easy strat that came out there as well. It's just you sandwich the player. I believe these, you know, it's a very simple strat, but it's very effective, right? You sandwich the player so that he cannot repair both sides of the structure. Of course, he can start 180ing all across his keyboard, but sometimes you can't really do that all effectively. But definitely really, really good coming out of Ciri and Beauty, as like you just said. They're going to be picking up 2 kills for themselves as there's 67 people remaining. Looking over on the other side, though, they've only got 1. And they, I don't think that they were trying to look for another player. I thought they were trying to look for another player, but no, they were just trying to farm mats using the little grapple thing.
Really? There was a second. Did they full wipe that? I don't know if they full wiped that.
They were just 1 player, I think. His buddy died maybe earlier on.
Maybe.
Yeah.
No, because he was knocked down. They had to fold down that guy.
Yeah, maybe his teammate was far away from him.
Maybe.
That's what a lot of teams do. If they're aggressive and they're very confident in their duo, they'll kind of send players to the opposite sides of the map and just wipe wherever they are.
Yeah.
But when you're not good, that's exactly what happens. You get team wiped.
Yeah, you get team wiped like it was like it just was meant to be.
Exactly.
So we're gonna take a look at the circle. We got 1 minute and 16 till the circle is fully collapsed back into where they were. And Ciri and Beauty, just like last round, are looking to get back to the circle. They're just kind of riding towards the edge of it and just making their way downtown. And so we're going to see a gold pump come out. Is he's gonna pick that up? Pump shotgun?
Yeah, the golden pump
Doesn't want the
shotgun.
sniper.
No, he does not.
Sorry. Oh, he does want the sniper.
That was predictions coming from you. That was not from me whatsoever. Yeah, just the golden pump shotgun does a whole lot of damage from what we know. But doesn't really want that with his current loadout. And I think you can kind of see why. He's going for more of a long-range loadout. With having the burst assault rifle with him, you're kind of saying that you don't really want that full spray in front of you into pump shotgun. You want that distance, right? Maybe you do a little bit of damage with the sniper and then follow it up with a burst assault rifle, 3 shots, right? So yeah, we get to see that within his loadout. Also has the SMG. If he does end up coming close to any of the players, it's also not the most upgraded SMG. There's still the P90 to evolve to after that, but so far, just the blue SMG is gonna do it for now.
I like the difference in the loadouts for these
Me too.
two. We got like assault rifle, shotgun, grenade, shield,
utility,
fish,
right?
And then it's like gun, utility.
Never thought I would hear you say that. Gun, grenade, fish. Sometimes,
you know what? It's a
different game, man.
Excellent analysis coming out here.
There you go. Circle's gonna be very far away from Ciri and Beauty, but they are currently following it onto the outside. Maybe they could be going towards a river just to be catching a boat potentially here on land, or they want to go more towards the rocky side of everything and just max out on those bricks. You can actually see that Ciri ended up crushing a couple bricks just so that his teammate could get a little bit of them.
Do you remember when the bush utility was a thing?
Yep.
Yeah,
so back in the day, it used to be super useless.
Yeah.
And then they buffed it so that if you were wearing a bush, you could take 1 shot for free and not deal any damage to yourself.
But he just like kind of slowly walked into a bush.
Yeah.
And I got really weird vibes from that, like
Why?
reminiscent of the times where I would just run around with my squad of people as bushes.
Yeah. You were the player.
Those were good times.
That was you. So
yeah, those were good times.
everyone knows the squad where you had the 3 really good players and then the one guy with the bush that was Colin. So he just kind of admitted that for us there. As
hey, you know what? You guys, yeah, it's content, man. It's content.
Yeah, for sure. Hey guys, look, I'm a bush. That was you.
That was 100%. 100%. That was me. But let's hop right back into it.
Exactly.
So let's take a look at SGT.Swell and 1ntrinsic. They're up on the mountain. They got the high ground because if you take a look, I just kind of got a little bit of glimpse what 1ntrinsic had in his hand. He had the bolt action sniper, so they want to get high on the peak and kind of shoot down at these players. They might have spotted somebody. Yeah, you can tell. Yeah, there we go. We see some players far 308. Down to the northwest across the bridge. So they're going to put a couple shots. I know Swell dropped them. He didn't even have shields. No, he's hitting them down their shields. 22. That's an excellent shot, by the way, from Swell.
First shot accuracy is definitely very useful if you want to take your time with it, and we see that a lot with assault rifles. We were also talking to the coach of the Fortnite team. Reason why you place a pyramid inside of a structure just like this one, or at least as your base, is so that you can be very flexible with the different angles that you want to hold. So you can see him standing on top of a pyramid right now, and only lifted up the corner so that he blocks himself from a lot of damage if someone does want to shoot into the pyramid itself. As well, you place a pyramid on top just to look out on the world of Fortnite around you.
Yeah, and the beautiful map that came to be in Fortnite 2. 61 players left, and they do have a ping down on a structure below them. So they're just going to call that out. Nade it. Let's see if that nade connects with anything. It's not. It's going to destroy the building behind the base. So that's going to be easy for the other team to kind of get fixed up. But looking over at Ciri now and Beauty as they're heading into what looks like the old Pleasant Park. It's still Pleasant Park.
It's still.
I was just about to say it looks like the old Pleasant Park.
I actually made this in Minecraft back in the day.
Whoa! We've seen a little bit.
I'm cool.
Yeah, you're that. I was the bush guy and you're that guy. So let's take a look over at SGT.Swell. He's going to be putting shots down over to those players down 80 meters below them, and they're going to be building on up, making their way up to get the sights down. 1ntrinsic still with the sniper in hand, and I'm pretty sure that if Swell can open up, that 1ntrinsic can get the sniper shot off before they build a wall.
I love how good Fortnite looks when we're watching good players. Like, these guys are editing like crazy. They know exactly where to go, where to be. If they want to be on the bottom and rotate, hey, they can edit their little right? But if they want to be on the top sniping some people, then they can definitely do that as well. I kind of like the synergy that they also got going on right now too, where Swell is the guy that's the lookout, right? Looking at whoever is around, they can see players setting up southeast, 2 players actually southeast as well, 1 southwest. We see a couple of shots over towards the structure. Also, players rotating. I don't know if he wants to unedit and maybe take a couple of shots, but they're very unprotected right now. We do see 1 sniper shot going over towards that player. Not going to land though, as Swell now wanting to take a couple of shots over towards that area south from where they are. Going to be now building up towards them. Only 22 damage being inflicted onto that player, but we also see another fight going to be going on over there. A really nice third-party system going on right now where a couple of players behind, a couple of players, or at least the squad that we're seeing right now. Swell going to be attacking just 1 player. It's very annoying when you're getting third-party like this.
Yeah, and as he's trying to land those shots, can't hit the shots right away on these players. He's going to edit it back up, get right to the top. No, he's going to continue holding his spot, and he does see more, and he's going to try to drop some shields. Doesn't connect with anything. I don't think 1ntrinsic hit him. I didn't see the hit mark kind of ping on those players, but yeah, they're just going to be continuing to hold on to this. He does have a lot of ammo in his gun, so might be calling out to his teammate to fix that. But Ciri with the AUG putting so much damage to those players. And I wonder if Beauty's going to go and try to break that while he puts more shots down. And those players right towards the edge are in a dangerous spot because they are outside of the circle. So they're going to have to push towards Ciri at some point. But it looks like right to their left there is a squad super close that they're just going to ignore for right now.
We got to be watching all of these different plays out. We see a massive, massive building structure over towards that northwest side, I believe, or at least I believe Ciri, Ciri was looking over at that fight after it was done, just to try and inflict a little bit of extra damage onto those players, but nothing is going to be happening for the time being over on that side. Over on here, though, Swell and 1ntrinsic, they're still looking over at these players that are right below, and we see that player actually not cranking the 90. He's just building up a box for himself. Going to be looking over here. We're kind of at that point in the game where no one wants to be using wood anymore. Just try and use as much steel as possible. And you can't really break into that structure. But Ciri and Beauty looking more over towards these players that are fully healed. But they are not going to be taking any damage for the time being, as a lot of rocket launcher shots going over towards them. Ciri, Beauty, as well as another team going to be shooting over at this squad.
It's like visual cyberbullying in Fortnite. And the player
he's
does
gonna
go
go
down there. As we saw multiple teams, not just Ciri and Beauty, shooting at those players to the west. And there is still one player left, I'm pretty sure, over there, and he's going to just try to stay alive. But these players really close to the 195 area of Ciri are going to be working alongside Ciri and Beauty to take those take them out. It's like a little bit of a pact in the game. So if we look back over at Sergeant.Swell, while Ciri and Beauty are just kind of being a little bit passive right now, Sergeant.Swell has the feeling that there's somebody behind them, so he's just watching the edge of the circle, watching for any late strays, kind of rotating over. The circle is going to be really, really close to, I'm pretty sure it's closer to Ciri and Beauty than it is to Sergeant.Swell, unless...
kind of. Not really, actually.
No, it looks like they're both a little bit even, but Ciri,
they could pick him off.
Oh, if he had the sniper, you know, he
maybe not
sniped them, but he's gonna play a little bit passive. This is smart, you know. You don't want to attract attention when you're gonna be swimming.
See, yeah, the thing is too is exactly. I was just gonna say is that you don't want to be shooting the players in front of you, because then the dude on the mountains, or the team on the mountain, right? I have the high ground, right? Is very, very much in play right here, but they want to just be building just a small wooden structure for the time being. Not anything too crazy, because they want to rotate like that, but they got to be looking over towards this brick structure. Now we see Ciri. These guys are said to be the best in at least the Saints Gaming, but they're going to be building over towards the structure. We know that there's a couple of players over here. We already see a couple of structures being built. They build up a box for himself, now sets themselves up. Even if he ends up falling, he's still completely A-okay. If he falls through the floor here, he can still catch himself with the floor if needed. But sitting inside of a box, inside of the actual circle itself, we got 5 seconds until the circle starts to close in. So these guys are completely fine.
Yeah, and even I'm pretty sure before we switched out, we saw Sergeant.Swell. He was rotating as well with 1ntrinsic, and looking over at this situation that Ciri is in. There are players all around them, so Beauty and Sirius has to be so just passive right now. They're gonna ping out a few places. Danger pings going down, and Sergeant.Swell getting knocked down. He's in a one team fight. 1ntrinsic half shields. Sergeant.Swell still on full health, because they're just going to be waiting in their respective areas, and it looks like Beauty's going to go and shoot them down. They're going to be looking to eliminate this team with a combination of grenades and rocket launchers. Now the spray is going to go down, as well as they're going to be trying to do a little bit of damage off to these players, not connecting with the grenades. They're just going to be trying to eliminate these players. The circle is coming in below them, and a lot of structure damage to these players. They're going to be caught in the storm now. Sirius just going to be waiting, putting off some damage, and I think this is going to call the end of these players rotating through the storm, as this is a
my
shot
God, that's
coming
so
out from
annoying,
Beauty.
Dude. You saw the amount of bullets heading towards that player was absolutely insane. You pointed something out.
I'm pretty sure that Ciri and Sergeant.Swell are on top of each other. No, they're not.
No,
they're really close. They're super close. Like, but like both teams gonna be really close to each other. So we're gonna be on board with Ciri. Ciri is up above. I actually, you know, they might be. They are. I'm pretty sure that they are. I heard the trap go down. I'm pretty sure they're right next to each other. So they're gonna be fighting it out, and look down from Ciri. He's above everyone. He's got the high ground. He wants the high ground, and he's going to be editing along down. He's just making sure nobody can come below them. So
both teams going to be staying inside of the actual circle, so no one has to rotate within this last minute. However, there's a bunch of teams that do have to rotate inside of this circle that are currently trying to break their way through using rocket launchers as well as different other AR weapons. But right now, Ciri has to be careful of his current position. You see that the whole entire wooden structure is currently going down for himself. But he's just going to be building himself back up. He's got a bunch of mats, and just as I say that, I look over at his mat count. He's got no more brick, no more steel. That's unfortunate from what we see. Still 40 players remaining, though.
Yeah, and the circle hasn't... Oh, the circle is moving just right now, and if you look over at SGT.Swell, he's going to be putting shots down to the south side. There are players all around him as well. Everybody is really close. I'm surprised there's still 40 players left. 39 now. And Ciri is going to open up a little bit of area, put 28 damage down to the shields of that one player across from him. So both...
Oh, hell.
Oh my god.
Oh, no!
Jumping right up to Ciri is a player. He's going to be doing some damage to him. He's knocked to about 21 shields left, so he's going to take the big pot, bringing him up to about 70, kind of 75 area, 71. Yeah. So yeah, that was pretty nice. That John Wick came out of nowhere.
It was just a surprise, and then just didn't really do a whole lot of damage with the pump. It could have done just a little bit more. Maybe he had end up having attack. Maybe that's why the spread was just so incredibly crazy. But now we get to see 37 players remaining. This is usually when a lot of players fall and end up going down from 40 all the way to 15 and even 10 from what we ended up seeing. So if St. Clair can survive this one, then a lot of damage could be going down. But right now we see Beauty actually end up falling. It's all good. He's going to go back up to 30 HP as he's going to get revived.
And even SGT.Swell tunneling over, like you said before, and we see visually the circle is closing. Now in a 2v2 fight is going to be SGT.Swell and 1ntrinsic. The shotgun fight coming back and forth. They're just going to be building around, dropping down to the structure below them and retreating from that fight. They don't want to just be taking that right away. The player is right next to them.
Oh.
They're going to put about 50 damage into the shields of that one player. He's 31 left. People are dropping left and right. You just see the kill feed going insane. He's going to build on up, getting through the structure, going up and away. More people are dropping. 29 left. They're in the storm, right on the edge. Moving along the edge of the storm as fast as they can. Looking over at Sirius and Beauty are eliminated in 18th place.
Yeah.
So they're going to be knocked out of this game 2. And looking over back onto SGT.Swell, who's still moving along with teammate 1ntrinsic. 1ntrinsic really, really low. Going to be knocked up. So place 13 and place 18th is going to be St. Clair College in game 2.
A whole lot of kills also going over towards themselves, so they get a little bit more points. A little bit more points. I was in caster mode. Sorry.
Yeah.
Got a little bit of points, definitely in placements as well as in kills. So definitely really, really good from what we end up seeing out of St. Clair so far.
Yeah, I even though they got those early kill games, I don't want to not favor St. Clair because like look at this right behind us, but I don't think that those early kills are going to favor them in the placings. I think we might see them drop down in the placings after game 2, but we're looking towards game 3 now.
Exactly.
We're in the mindset. The players are in the mindset. We want to see game 3. We want to take that victory royale next game.
I believe they have 4 games to play in total.
Yes.
So what we end up knowing is that even if they end up, placing poorly even in game 2, as we just saw, they can still come back in game 3 and 4, right? If we see them place very, very highly and also get a couple of eliminations. So maybe we'll see that coming up.
Yeah, but before that, we're going to head to a quick break before Game 3, so just stay tuned for Game 3 of CSL Fortnite Playoffs.